Re-industrialization is not really a new concept. Every time our economy faces trouble, we think of changes, re-industrialization. Actually, we talk about re-industrialization in the 1970s after the first oil crisis. The most recent advocation of re-industrialization would imply is going the way of what we call Industry 4.0, re-industrialization, upgrading of industries, trying to make Hong Kong industry revitalized via the using of technology, what we call the connecting the cyber with the physical systems all in one. Everything is technology driven, everything is all put together, linked together. So that's in the Industry 4.0. But my view is we need to look at upgrading of technologies. We look at how our production sectors should be upgraded in some ways. In the old days, we talk about primary, secondary, tertiary productions, very clear distinctions. But in my view, the boundaries are very much blurred because of technological change. Today, whether you are primary, secondary, or tertiary, is all driven by technology, right? By the modern technologies. So you can say today it's 3 in 1, right? Primary, secondary, tertiary is all one. So my view is, yes, we need to think about the future of production sectors. Production including goods and services, could even include primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. We should take a very broader view of reindustrialization, right? It's how to make the best of our competitive and comparative advantages in Hong Kong to do the very best. I have to say Hong Kong will have to focus on the modern services. We have all the comparative advantage and competitive advantages in the modern services, namely the IT, it's information technology, and then it's logistics, finance, and also professional and technology services. These are the most wanted, most coveted modern services. In terms of geoeconomics, Hong Kong has never been able to get away from its traditional comparative, single most important comparative advantage. It's location, location, location. It's the location of Hong Kong which makes Hong Kong work and tick in the past decades. So I think besides looking at certain production sectors which we can excel, we should also continue with the role of an intermediary. Since the very beginning of Hong Kong's modern economic development, Hong Kong has been an important intermediary. What we sometimes call Hong Kong being a super connector. But of course the question is not just, saying a super connector, but we have to go deeper into this meaning and idea of super connector for the future of Hong Kong. Is connecting what? Connecting whom? And how to connect? So these are the deeper questions that we need to think about.